Hello guys, welcome to another video. It's going to be about a 30-minute video tonight. Running some model railway video. It's running line 1 at the moment, but hopefully by the middle or towards the end of this month I'll be aiming to get line 2 up and running. But at the moment it's under construction to be organised, to be ready to be used fairly soon, because obviously line 2's got the sidings to go out for the yard, and then line 1 will join onto it further up. But that's a building process at the moment. So we're going to have running of the HSTs tonight for the next half an hour, maybe to an hour. The latest I will do for an hour tonight. So we'll have line 1 working tonight, but we'll have multiple HSTs running on the line. We'll be running all the HSTs in fact for tonight, and maybe a couple of others as well, like DB and maybe a 58 or even a Castle 57. I might bring out the Intercity repainted Intercity as well. Coaches coming out. So we've got a minimum all out tonight to make them all cool, because I feel it's been a long time since I've run all the HSCs in a video. The last one I did of all the HST run in my model video was back in July, I think. July, probably maybe June, just before I went away on holiday at the end of May. I can't entirely remember, it's been that long since I last did a video on all this. So it's a great little selection for tonight of all the different HSTs. So we're going to see all of them tonight. So I had the initial 5, but I got the Pullman as well this summer. So we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 HSTs to run tonight. There's quite a few of them. So yeah, so I've done all 7 of these of all different liveries of the fleet I have currently got. It's going to be about an hour long video. If I've got time I will add on a different train at the end. But right now we're going to just start off with the fleet with Intercity and work our way through the fleet. And then we'll probably end it off with Pullman, to be honest. The blue and white one. So I'm going to put them all aside and get them all ready to go. We've got a you hear that sort of squeak sound that's coming from the Intercity power car, because she's a slightly probably haven't been run in a long time model. She's just been running recently, and she hasn't run in a very long time. But we'll bring her up to power, because she does have power in her. I don't know how much she'll give in this now, but she'll try her best. Continue fast. Yeah, she's not too great. If I put her in the other power car and at the back, pushing and pulling the train, she'll move. But I'm going to keep her now at 6 transformation as well, because obviously at the moment I don't have space to make her any longer. She will be an 8-star formation, but she's not happy with that, because it's bigger, so she will make that formation which will be 6 in a flat. And then I started off with 2 car cars too. I'm going to stop at this end. You can see I'm just going to put on the other power car just for now, because that way we can have a bit more oomph on the back one as well, and she can be pushed and pulled, her train, which doesn't happen too often, but we'll do it. That way she's got more power to push and pull her train, and she can go, or maybe not. Oops, too much power. Track hasn't derailed, but too much momentum. Track, well, the wheels probably need cleaning. Right, let's put her back on and put her wheels back into the right place, and yeah, we're gonna do our best to film all the HSTs today, and not to have too many of those situations come up where the trains derail. I'm trying to avoid that at all costs, because that's not good to let the trains do that. So I'm going to bring her back, pass through the camera, and I'll put her original train car in. Oh, her newer train car, which has working lights now, which is good. There we go. Not quite. Yeah, I'm not gonna push her, because obviously that momentum means she could derail any moment, which is not something that I want to do. Now she can move again because I put her back on. I want to see her potential. That's what I wanted to do, see her potential. Come on, put it. So yeah, she does have working lights, and I probably can send her in each direction going anti-clockwise if I want to. I might do that on some of the trains tonight. Let her go this way, and maybe the next one can go the other way. Depends on the coaches. I'm going to give it a quick try and see how she handles going that way around the curves with her coaches. I'm just going to give it a try, I'm not going to force it. Just see how it gets on. I'm not going to put it too fast either, because I think that's personally important, because if she derails, it's a lot of carriages to take off or reorganise. Come on. The controller is at max power right now, and this train can move at high speed. It just depends on now. If I put her, this one, into power, I'm going to just organise this controller and I'll be back in a second. Because, yeah, all this is a little bit confusing. But the Midland Palmer will be running up tonight as well. Controllers can be a little pain in the bum at times like this. But I do enjoy plenty of fun. I do have plenty of fun with having my trains. There we go. Going back down this way this time. I will put the other power car on her and do a comparison. Just gonna take this one off. She's got the 3 lights on the directional travel, but the older one has only 2 coming towards you and the cab light. This is my earlier one, and I'm going to see what her capability is at her full potential. Also, instant gas problem there. The station. I'll take that one off. As you just saw on the camera, this one only has 2 directional lights coming towards you, and the older one only has the 3. In fact, actually it does have 3. It's very faint, but the newer one has 3 directional light of travel, because obviously in real life the Castles and the other HSTs in real life had at least 3 coming towards you and then 2 going away. I mean, in total that means they would technically have 4 of directional travel, because of the track and how everything works. See, it's far from there, but this is I basically hit top speed on the controller, and this is now what I am going to do before we continue running her, actually, because probably something I should have thought about before getting her running around with her coaches, is to get the wheels cleaned, because I don't know when last time these were properly cleaned by whoever owned it before me. So I'm going to try my best to use a track cleaning solution if I can find it. It just seems to have gone wandering somewhere. I'm not sure where it's gone. There's a pot over there, but the track cleaning solution should be around here somewhere. But I'm not seeing it anywhere. Not totally sure. Yeah, really not. Where that's got to. But the track is fine at the moment. It will probably need a good clean again. Actually, probably very soon, given the fact that the track has now got oil all over it. Good. Not in a good way, but yeah. Makes the track slippery. Which is not ideal. Her power will be coming from the front. And yeah, this is her fastest speed. I know it's impressive, because the Incity would have been a lot faster, and she would probably pick up a lot more speed. Let's understand in city, how they tracked it up at 3,500 horsepower a square foot or something. So she had a lot of intentions in that motor, which is powered by. Well, what I'm going to do is move that front wire over to the corner. I don't want to yank the wire out, but let's just see if I can reach it. It might work if sometimes there's usually a gap where it can sit. I'm going to get quicker now. I move it around a little bit, push it around the side. Well, up. Now we should turn on the speed. This Intercity HSP, I haven't got the swallowed yet version, but I will be getting it as soon as I can. Just trying to decide what train is going to be coming behind now for this one. I'm going to do the Junior and slow it down a little bit. When she picks the traction up, she tends to go too quick. There we go, there we go. So yeah, there she is, running around with her train. I will get some close-up shots or better shots for you once. Let's put it back round to, yeah, that's why it won't work. Because the controller is leaning in on this side, which means this side and move away and watching where the wires go. That's in. Now we just need to connect these two up safely without any confusions. Yeah, that squeak is the most annoying thing I'll probably have to deal with this train. But I try and get her rolled up and make her run properly. She will run smoothly once that noise is coming from the interior of the train. Not the interior of the body, but it's the motor chassis. The driving axles are full of gunk. And for me, if it squeaks, there's an instant sign because of neglect. Hasn't been used in a long time. What did someone use on this stuff? It's white. It's almost like they put like sun cream or stuff on it. It's really strange. I have no idea what they put on it, but it's not the best. Yeah, it's a bit odd thing. That is really nasty. In fact, that is not the best stuff. It just almost looks like they put sun cream on it. I'm going to have to move the phone just for a short time. I don't mind popping the First Great Western in replacement for the aisle bottle for now. Just or I can organise this. If you guys to see some more type of videos, I will edit some bits in and out of this video. And the rattle windows is the most annoying thing. What I'm going to do is put it downwards. Right. The only way you can do it properly is probably have a syringe and dip it into the oil. Well, that's the front bogey done, so we can get the bogies back in, and only just give them more oil, not anything else, so that can go back on. And then once we've got that clipped in, how can you always know when the bogies are clipped in? Well, both of the sides of the bogies will wibble left to right. He's bringing this one out. Do this side as well. Right, okay, let's get her back on. That is slipped on, but we need to make sure both sides are going before doing so. That one does not want to play ball. Best way to know if it's clicked in place is to work out, and the only thing that's rattling around inside of this unit is the window. I don't want to shake it around too much, but it easily possibly, that one's fine. It does rattle a lot in there, and I don't want to take the thingies off by choice, but sometimes it's necessary, and the trick is to test it by making sure everything's running smoothly as possible. And sometimes you've got to do pressable, which means on my occasion I'm going to move it around. I'll move that out of the way so you guys can see the changing. So obviously something here is gone again. There she goes. I use the stuff called EW40 and this stuff works brilliant. I mean, it really does work like a treat when running. But the trouble is it does stick out a bit because the wires hold it up. So what I'm trying to do while running the trains in, or just playing with my trains, because it's kind of disappointing to run a train when doing a video, because obviously the trains will be running and why does it always happen? Always the same. Put it next to it. And then I don't like doing it that way because the controllers I'm doing it in the way that it may work. Where's the power supply? There's a boost in the black one, which is off. Anyway, it's going on now. She's passing through. Now, it's not going really fast. It's open up a little bit, so I'll give it a push through. But I'll go a little faster. High boost, basically, is there. Yeah, she can move pretty fast. She's gonna go 75 frames a second. Yeah, her wheels are not bad. So that's the Intercity with her wheels and whatnot. So I'm gonna pop her down and we're gonna move over to the next trains. And the next one we have lined up, ready on the track, is GNER HS2. So we're going to bring her into place now and just get her moving, because obviously she's one of my older sets. Just make sure she's running as smoothly as possible. This is without her train. And as you can hear, she's pretty smooth. She's a lovely train. Pretty old though, she's since 2022, so it's quite a few years ago. And yes, she's done a lot for me, and I'm really grateful to have her as part of my collection. Actually, she's quite something. So next one we got the restaurant car, and then we got first class dining, I think it's first class coaching in real life. So, and then end it off with GNER training car. She is a. Now we'll have GNER on the move. Her lights will be a little flickery because, as I say, she runs a little differently to the other one. Happen a little bit more often because of the design and arrangement with the bogies. And give it a little boost so it can lock in place. Now we should just, or not, just have her come around and connect up. But I'm thinking maybe we need to uncouple her from that end. And yeah, uncouple from that end, and then put the buffet or restaurant car in the back of the train, because that way she's connected from the back, not from the front. Generally, restaurant cars tend to be at the back most of the time. Well, somewhere in between the two ends. In the Midland Pullman I went on this year, it usually is in the middle between Coach E and Coach C, generally speaking. So she will generally be in between the two of them. It was the Pullman. In my formation, in this occasion, she's going to be at the back of the train. How do I have to do with controllers? More often. Because of, obviously with my issue that I do have to use controller. It is nice to try and be a good controller, however, I always find it can be a little bit of a pain if the track doesn't compromise with your command. So I tend to do a little bit of weird thing with it by connecting these two next to each other, push them together as much as possible and let them go. My bogies come down. I'm going to turn it off before burning the motor out on it. Pokies come off. That's really weird. I've never had that happen before. That's really strange. No matter years I have had this train, a bogie comes off in that particular carriage. Never had that happen before. That was the first. Here she comes. Pretty quick though. I have to give her the credits due though for the junior. She's got power in her. I won't let her go too fast though. So yep, there's the junior one. It's a dodgy, almost like, and her bogies come down again. Would you believe that? It's come off again. Or has it? Or is it just being silly? No, it could be silly. But whatever it is, it seems to be playing around quite a lot. And I have no idea why. That's the thing. Come on. Let's do this. Push together. And let me go. Hang on a minute. You're not going anywhere out your train. Out of your train. These two do not want to comply with each other. Right. Now you can take them away. Just take it half speed. This one, this particular carriage, for some bizarre reason, with its bogies, seems to be playing around quite a lot. I'm looking for spare wheels to match those, because I don't like changing the wheels if I can help it. And the old GNR HST carriages, well, she's old, but she does have plenty of spare wheels, which is brilliant. So I'm going to take these from this old one and use them. We'll have a run around with the other 4 very shortly. East Coast probably won't be a problem, but for some weird reason the old GNR HST coaches seem to play around quite a lot. So that's why I've got all 4 coaches to place the wheels. So just pull those out, and we'll call that one out. And we'll put the original wheels in. This is what they are designed for. And then that one can come out as well. And then that one again. And then those ones can go. Just wonder if these two are gonna play ball now if they're in different wheel slots. They should be alright, but I don't know. They're in different wheel frames, so. See, that time she didn't derail. It's been quite interesting. I've got her max speed right now. She's been pretty quick, but she's not going around the layout yet. Some of the others would normally do. And the bogey's not going to win this either, because it means the bogey's going to play ball as much as they can. So we'll do 2 more laps of her, and then we'll move on to the next train. It's not playing nicely, this coach. Okay, let's we'll move on to the next train very shortly, and make sure she's all smoking well. Ooh, yeah, it's fine this time. Not hard. The bogies and the red lights are flashing, but it's not changing much else. Right. Since we had a couple of rounds with her, we'll make this point in time to get the other bogie dropped away on that train. Yeah, they're spinning fine. That one a little too big. Maybe it's a little too wide, I don't know. That one's spinning. Maybe that one is a little too big, I don't know. Anyway, next train. The next one we've done 2, so we're on the next train on the lead, which is now First Great Western. This is just a motorway video for you guys tonight. Nothing too fancy, just an easy run night with the trains and getting them all out and running. For the first time in a long time. It's quite good, because I know a lot of people, some of them have been missing, seeing the motorway videos coming out, and they are going to be appearing for, well, a lot more going to be appearing over probably next year when I go all the way to Stevo 1. Here she comes. That is the First Great Western HST. I'm not letting her go any faster because as I read before, she's fast, so you can see that the way she talks. She's a decent time. Coming laps within the car. Very slow. We're done 2 already. One more. And then we'll move to the castle. Okay, let's do one more lap with her and then we can move over to the castle, I think. For East Midlands. We're going to move to a stop and we'll move into another train. I don't want to, as I said, I don't want to bore you too much seeing the same one over and over. That's why I'm mixing up tonight. Next one is GWR Castle, Cardiff at the front, 43187. So we're going to put her coaches on, which is the same as other HST coaches, but they're all a little different. But again, they're pretty much the same sort of thing as the others. That's just in the GWR green colours, the British Rail colours. And I'll just slide it down to get the other end. Just move that out of the way. And then put that on. That is on. And we're good to go. Now we've got a slightly another one, but this is the green one, GWR green. I've already been listening to one all week. Probably a little too fast for. A little too fast. Let's make it a little slow. And being that click. We'll do three or four laps of this one as well. We do a different type next week. I don't know, two is more power. I think we're doing better. More power. We'll do one more lap here, and this time we're going to heat it up our power a bit more. Yeah, she's a pretty quick train as well. So we're going to stop because we're going to go on to the next one. Now what? East Midlands, I think, or East Coast. Let's go with East Midlands and then East Coast and then the Pullman. Yeah, let's do that. Next up, East Midlands trains. So there is going to be certain points of this video might be a little bit different, but overall this video will be fairly easy to watch for most of it. There shouldn't be too much complications in this video at all. What's it like having the East Midlands trains as well as others? Well, I'll let you decide that, or I should go through past the camera. One more lap before and then we'll go to the East Coast and do that other train. I'm going to open up now. Sorry. Yep, she is a rainbow train that I like to call her. She's the rainbow livery. Now we've got, I like to nickname the East Coast railway ticket name for each one. Midnight Blue, which is GNER, or GNER livery. The Pullman is up next, so after the East Coast. So it should be the last one to run before ending the video, so to speak. And for a question for people who ask, am I going to go back on the charter of the Midland Pullman for next year? yes, I have planned to go back on it next year. Maybe doing the same journey back and forwards from Exeter to York and back. It'd be a day trip on it, which would be really awesome. I know a lot of people say the Pullman is quite similar, same as Castle, but I think in some aspects, yeah, probably you're right. It probably does have similar aspects to it, but it's different enough. Being Midland Pullman is a first class train and not a standard train. That's the difference, I think, and it's enough a difference to include it, because obviously it's a charter service, not a standard regular service you'll see every day. A little bit squeaky. He comes to the East Coast now, coming through. I'm doing mostly this side today, and I will be doing the other side over the weekend. Here she comes. I've got a map sheet now. Coming through. Yeah, she's up here. Obviously we've got the Pullman to do now. We've done our run with the East Coast. The East Coast is, well, I don't call it the rainy day. She's the rainy day train, which is probably suits quite well for this time of year, really. But no matter what the livery is, I love them all. You know, just these are just my favourite, and I'm going to get the rest of them, hopefully, next year. Get the Grand Central, the Network Rail one, Cross Country. I'm probably going to get the Virgin one as well, and hopefully get the In-City Swallow. Once I've got all of them, the liveries I really want, I think my main focus after I've got all the ones I want will be a lot easier. Here comes the Midland Pullman HST. I haven't set the highest speed of the other two. Now she is the charter service I was talking about. This is the charter service. I will get coaches for her. The coaches will be full. Now, in real life, the Midland Pullman HST is basically which a private company bought them out and they used them as a rail tour train instead of the regular used trains, which originally were used in from 1976 to 2016 for most of them. Now, I know for a fact a lot of people love different types of trains, not just the regular everyday service trains from out of London Paddington or London King's Cross or London Euston lines. They were everywhere across the whole network, and cross country were a prone place to run between Plymouth to Newcastle, Burnley-on-Tweed and Derby, York, Westgate, Burnley Street, Castle Carey. I think, did it run through Castle Carey? I can't even remember. they'd run through a lot of places at one time. I mean, before only operating the only trains they have left, which are basically the Voyagers now. The Voyagers trains, the 221s, Super Voyagers, were the only operators now from cross country. Because cross country is now the operator from I hate the fact they're always entwining each other. If they give me at least a couple more laps of the trains, I'll be happy. It doesn't have to be for too long. If I can get at least that one can be grabbed. I'd be happy if they can just left. Now, the Pullman is pretty cool. I mean, expensive as she is, and she is very highly well looked after by this private company who operates her now. Would I recommend her? The next time when I go on her, we'll make a little video walking down the aisle, the one I'll be sitting on, and I am looking into doing the restaurant version, first class dining, offer, so I can have meals on it if I want to. And in the evening, I probably would appreciate that because I often eat later in the evening, between like 6 and 7 in the evening. That's my normal time at home, doing around that time. So I might do a restaurant version up to York. I think it would be quite cool just to do the first class dining experience and see what's like to standard first class and comparing the two. So yeah, the Midland Pullman, if you had the money spare, if you want to have an experience that you never had before, she would be your option to travel on. And being that she's an HST in the Midland Pullman colours, it gives you an experience that you may never have before. It basically, for me, for the Midland Pullman experience, I'm gonna let her drive around slowly. I'm gonna let her go around as I'm gonna explain this to you. The Midland Pullman I went on this year back in April, it's basically, she is that one, just with a different name on it. Because the one I went on had North Hill on one end and it had a Welsh badge on it on the other end. This one is a different one. This one is the one I saw back in 2023. And apparently when they first brought them out, they had the yellow underpanel, which were from the older colours. And yeah, she was operated by East Midlands and many other liveries before it came as a charter service. So I think in the future, the Midland Pullman is going to be a charter train, not so much a regular run train. And as for the iconic beauty that this one here is, this one who runs quite regularly, she's right there with her lights. This one is the star of the show, isn't she? So she's the star of all of the fleet I have currently got, all 7 of them. And yeah, she is one that gets everyone's heads turned because obviously back in 1976, she's the one that broke the speed record of 148 miles per hour to London International, I think. Was it London Panton or was it London International? She came out of going to Newcastle, I believe. She came at great speed from London King's Cross, not King's Cross, it would be London Panton to Bury-on-Tweed, maybe Newcastle run, and she actually had a high speed of 148 miles per hour and cut the journey down to 2.5 hours from the original 4.5 hours, or yeah, something like that. So she made that journey time a lot shorter than the older generation of trains could never beat. Yeah, because the Flying Scotsman probably tried it once, and I think on average the Flying Scotsman made it as probably a lot longer, because obviously it had length, and obviously over that time trains did change, and obviously companies did change. So obviously when British Railways went out of business and all these private companies basically took over it, it meant this beauty here, she went out of commission. Well, she's not officially out of commission, she still runs on particular railways now. She doesn't run all as often, but the modern one is just about to come in the shop. My newest edition this year is this one. It's the Midland Pullman. She is basically comes from another unit from East Midlands Trains. There we go. East Midlands Trains. That's where the Pullman originally came from. It came from one of these units with the different type of engines they had. I think they're called Bachter's engines or something they had, so they had a different type of output. But to the Intercity version, they had the VTEC diesel electric engines, which kick out 3,500 horsepower engines on each unit. So it was 2.5 of each end. So you had 2.5 tons on one end, and then 2.5 tons on the other. So it meant 2 power cars, 2 buffets, well, 2 power car ends, and then the coaches in between. And yeah, there's a lot of weight to push down on with these 2 ends, and makes it go at great speed. It's just incredible. I have got one more train to show you. I haven't really much run her since this one has been fixed. I haven't done much reviewing on the 14XX, and the reason because she's a little unwell. So what I'm going to do is take the Pullman off, and I'm going to put her out of the way, because I'm going to show you the 14XX very briefly before putting all this away and get this uploaded for you. I know a lot of people like the 14XX, so what I'm going to do is try my best to get one good shot of her coming around into this, passing the camera. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's bring her into shot for you. Here she is. My 14XX in BR Black. £55 she cost me a few years back. Now, she's not in the worst of conditions. She's a little poorly, but the fact that the bit for the linking rods is kind of done, because it's brittle plastic. And what I'm going to do is see if I can bring her in the shop for you. Here she comes back. She comes. And yeah, the 14XX, probably in scale for the small train goes, she is probably one of my favourite steam trains in small scale. No, I have seen her in real life on the top back Farsley line to Totnes line. I've seen her quite around quite a lot. One's in BR Black, one's in British Rail Green. I've seen both of them, and yeah, she's a pretty stunning model. I do like the 14XX. I think they are very quirky looking steam trains, in my opinion, but they are something. But my baby, her, well, all the HST family basically, her, I'm going to just put them beside each other right now, and I'm going to zoom out to make the video more interesting. These are all the family I have got in the HSTs. So we've got GWR, British Rail, Intercity, Midland Portman, and I've showed you all the rest earlier on with the other family groups of the HST fleet I have currently got. There'll be more to come, but it's going to take a little while to finish getting them, but we'll get there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this model A video of all my fleets. I got all 7 of them in running and working order, and some of them are just down below me. And that's the old power car just there, still operational, and that's my first of HSTs just here, the G8NER livery one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And I think my next video is for the shorts tomorrow. If you're keeping your eyes peeled, I've got some shorts coming up for the not the Rail Tours, but for the castles, the Voyager, a couple of Voyagers maybe, and maybe the GW castles, maybe some 150s, and maybe the ROG. But apart from that, it will be fairly normal, and the cargo tomorrow if it goes. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Have a great evening, and peace out.